Remanded prisoners and those who are not convicted by courts have been deprived of voting rights for several years in Sri Lanka. This is an attempt made by Newsfirst to shed light over a matter which has been constantly neglected.
During the run-up to any election, we often see rights groups and civil organizations raising concerns over groups of people who have not been given their chance to vote. Now, against this backdrop, it is seldom noticed that prisoners' rights groups too have been demanding for a proper mechanism that would ensure that prisoners too are given the chance to exercise their franchise.
Campaign for free and fair election and Center for Human Rights urge Human Rights Commission to take a step to allow prisoners to vote in the coming election. By establishing voting center in prison, they too will be able to vote in all election. Voting right is an important human right, and it's also come under the democratic rights of all voters in Sri Lanka. We know 15,185 people are currently in remand custody. They have not been convicted. This is a significant number. In certain elections, this is a number that can turn the outcome of an election.
Sri Lankaවේ ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවේ
According to Article 13, subsection 5 of the Constitution, every person is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Accordingly, remanded prisoners should be granted similar rights to any person in society. Similarly, in Article 89 of the Constitution, prisoners serving terms less than 2 years have the right to cast their vote under certain limitations. This right is yet to be granted. We hope a proper mechanism would be established to grant remanded prisoners a chance to vote at the upcoming election. Prisoners have limited opportunities to voice their problems. Granting them a right to vote is a chance to give them a voice.
මැතිවරණයට ඡන්දය පාවිච්චි කරන්න දීම කියන්නේ අනිත් පැත්තට හඬක් ලබන්න හඬක් නගන්න අවස්ථාවක්.
Speaking to Newsfirst, National Elections Commission Chairman Mahinda Deshapriya admitted that prisoners serving minimum terms and have not been found guilty should be given the right to vote. He said that the Election Commission has submitted a proposal to Parliament following last year's presidential election seeking to implement a mechanism for prisoners to cast their vote. Deshapriya added that the best mechanism would be to set up polling booths in prison. While Sri Lanka is yet to introduce a system in this regard, several countries including Switzerland, Denmark, Finland and Ireland have permitted remanded prisoners to exercise their franchise under varying conditions based on their offences.